I hear this all the time. Do I have to use the word coach? Because I'm a therapist or I'm a psychologist, and there's so many people out there who are using this term coaching who have no training at all. And if I use the word coach, then I'm going to bring myself down to their level, or I'm going to discredit myself in some kind of way. And so this is why a lot of people don't want, who are mental health professionals, don't want to go through the process of creating a coaching program. Quite simply because they think that it's going to be somehow detrimental to their career. This type of thinking is flawed. It really is. But I'm going to answer this question in a few different ways. The first answer to the question is no. You do not have to call yourself a coach in order to have a coaching program. There's lots of different names for these kinds of programs out there. There's coaching, but there's also training. So we have people who run training programs, specifically usually because they're teaching a skill as opposed to solving a different problem. There's consulting programs, which are coaching programs sold to business. There are mentorship programs. That's just another name for a coaching program. There are mastermind programs, which are kind of like coaching programs, but a little bit different in how they're structured. You can also just call it a personal development program. It doesn't matter. What matters is, does the person who is going to buy from you believe that you can help them with their problem? That's really all that matters. It doesn't really matter which one of these terms you're using to call yourself. The reason for the word coach, in a lot of respects, is people are calling themselves a coach because they can't call themselves a therapist. Now, that's either because they're not a therapist, or because they are a therapist, but they're not providing therapy because their program is being sold across state lines. You see, that's the reason for the existence of the word coach. So you're never providing therapy in a coaching program or any other kind of program. You're providing a non-clinical psychoeducational intervention. And so as a result, people are using the term coach to differentiate it in that way so they don't get into trouble for either practicing therapy without a license because they don't have any license, or practicing therapy without a license in another state because they're clearly selling some other kind of program. So what you really need to understand here to really have a good grasp of the question is, it doesn't matter what you're calling yourself. It doesn't matter if you use the term coach or you use another term, of which there are so many that we can use. What matters is, do people believe that you are the person to help them to solve their problem? And if so, they're going to buy from you. If not, they're not going to buy from you. It doesn't matter what you call yourself. So if you, the whole game that you have to play here, the whole way to be successful with this is to be able to market your program in a way that clearly demonstrates to people that you're a person who knows how to solve their problem. And so calling yourself a coach or anything like that doesn't really matter. That what matters is, do they see you, the mental health professional who has this coaching, training, consulting, mentorship, mastermind or personal development program, do they see you as the person who can solve their problem? If solving that problem is worth money to them, they're going to buy from you. If they do not see that you can solve their problem inside of your own marketing, it doesn't matter what you call yourself either. They're not going to buy from you because people are essentially self-centered. That's all they want to know. Can this person help me? And the reason that coaching has become a $1.4 billion business in the US, $2.3 billion worldwide, is because, and has so many people in the industry who are questionable, who are hacks, who are people who are just selling something with no training in mental health whatsoever, is because these people have managed to persuade their clients that they are the person to help them to solve their problem. And that's why they're making multi-six figures. That's why they're making seven figures when they don't even have 1% of the training that you have in really being able to help people. So the coaches have learned to do this. And you can learn to do this. And if you learn to do this, then this industry becomes the greatest opportunity for you that potentially has come across in your entire career, because it allows you to charge more. It allows you to serve clients in groups instead of one at a time. It allows you to sell a program that you're charging up front for that costs thousands of dollars to people who have the money to pay for it and are looking for the leading specialist in the field. And it allows you to market yourself across the country and even internationally and become a renowned figure in your field, you see? So if a bunch of coaches with no training have managed to create a $1.4 billion business, our industry, out of this opportunity, then imagine how much easier it will be for you to sell your services, calling yourself a coach, a trainer, a consultant, a mentor, whatever you want to call yourself, because you're also a mental health professional with so much training and background in helping people to get better. That's the right perspective for it. And so if you would like to learn how to create a coaching, training, or consulting program in a way that helps you to achieve this goal and to market it in such a way that people notice you and say, this is the person that I want to buy from. This is the person that I'm going to cut a check for $3,000 today to join this group coaching program run by this mental health professional because I genuinely believe this is the person that's going to solve my problem. Then join my Q&A session on Monday at 6 p.m. ET. I'm going to run you through the model of how to do this. I'm going to show you many different examples of programs. Some of them are called coaching programs. Some of them are called mentorship programs. Some of them are called training programs. Some of them are called consulting programs with models that you can adopt in order for you to make more impact and income with your work and to raise your credibility, not reduce your credibility in the process. Links in the comments if you want to join us, and I will see you there. Bring your questions because I'm going to be teaching this one live.